Hello, this is your Auntie Pam with I 86 that Footloose giving up the juice. Now, okay, this is part three to the food stamp shenanigans, right? Okay. Um in this particular segment, I'm talking about how people you can get in trouble, with selling your food stamps and stuff like that. Only if it's somebody that's mad at you, jealous of you, don't want to see you with them or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Some people would do right and turn you in because they see that you're doing wrong. But when you got a lot of people that's mad at you or you got a lot of people that's jealous of you, baby, trust and believe, they're going to do everything that they can to get you in trouble. Now, I know here in the South where I am, we have DHR. Now, some people have DHR, some people got CPS or whatever you want to call it. DHR is Department of Human Resources. Like I said, whatever city, state, country, or whatever that you're in, it may be called something that's totally different. I don't know. Okay, but this is what ended up happening. Now, this is actually starting my four-part series to the next video after this one. Um, but the thing about it is just to go ahead and get to the story. It's this girl, right, that was staying on the road. Mind you, at this point, I was still staying in the projects though. So she was mad because her baby daddy he was selling drugs, but he was very friendly. Talk to everybody or whatever in the neighborhood. He was trying to get his sales up. Understanding why all of them over there was doing it. Okay, so she didn't like the fact that he was talking to me and he was getting advice, good advice, godly advice, common sense advice. Like I said, at that point, I wasn't talking to anybody, wasn't trying to talk to anybody. But if you come to me, I'm not going to be mean. I'll talk to you. I hear what you have to say. But I found out that a lot of them that was over there, they wanted to do right. They wanted to do better. They knew them. But when I tell you, 100 of them sinners knew more about the Bible, knew more about God, 100 than the people that was going to church. I was like, come on. So why you doing what you doing? But no, for real though. So she got upset, right? Because he was talking to me and, like I said, was getting advice and stuff like that. And he was actually doing what I was saying. Because like I said, a lot of people, they don't want to see the fact that they think that you're good at two shoes or they think that you're perfect and, they don't want to take any advice from you. But when they see that you've pretty much been there, done that, they don't mind about talking to you or taking advice from you because they see that, you came from the same cloth that they came from. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I will always remember, because a lot of people always say it, what they got in the Bible about touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. My thing is, a lot of people think that that's just for pastors and preachers, apostles, deacons, and baby, no. The thing about it is, God is no respecter of person. Therefore, you don't know who His anointed is. You don't know who is who. You get what I'm saying? So you got to try to be nice and you got to try to be kind to everybody because you don't know who is who. Okay, so like I said, that goes for more than just people in the pulpit or people in the church or people with titles. It could be the average Joe on the street. You treat the average Joe on the street wrong, God looking like, oh, baby, that's my child. I'm finna do something about that. And bam, you wondering why you going through what you're going through, or you got bad luck, or this happened, or that happened, or whatever. But see, that's a whole nother story, baby. We'll talk about that some other time, or either I put that on my Pam for Christ channel. Either way, like I said, that's a whole nother story. But this girl was mad and jealous of me and the other neighbor. Mind you, it got to the point where we was like, okay, well, we finna save up our money. We finna start, going places or traveling or, doing a little different stuff. We're gonna start shopping, just trying to treat ourselves. And at this particular point, the neighbor, she was going to Gulf Shores and Orange Beach. She had invited me. I'm talking about all expense paid trip. I'm talking about she was she's the sweetest. This lady is the total sweetest. And I hadn't been to a beach in so long because I'm from Mississippi, but when I moved, it was a minute since I went back as far as like, going to the beach and stuff like that. So with it being so long since I've been to a beach, I was like, yeah, um, I want to go, so since she invited, I was like, yeah, I want to go. So you saw us pack up, leave, left, came back, you know, had fun, got a little shirt, souvenirs, this and that, da 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 da. And then the other lady that everybody called mom over there, she talked to me when we got back, and I was telling her how much fun we had and all that, So of course, other people was being those trying to see what was happening, what was going on. So they went to the other lady that everybody called mom, wanted to know where we had been, and Really? Y'all just that nosy, baby. Y'all ain't got nothing better to do. You got to sit here and go to mom just to see him, be nosy to see what vacation or what trip we went on. You could have asked us that, baby. We wouldn't have, man, about telling you. Like I said, we ain't mean by no means necessary. We're not mean people. Just talk to us. But see, the thing about it is, folks like to prejudge you or judge you, not even give you a chance, and they just look at you and then just feel some type of way. Baby, you can stop getting all up in your feelings about me, baby. I ain't did nothing to you. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, so they talked to her. She told them whatever, and she said herself she gonna start going on trips and vacations and this and that. And just because you live in the projects don't mean that you can't enjoy yourself. You can't do things right. And so, what happened was I ended up getting into it with the drug dealer. Okay. Um, we hashed everything out that same night. So you was mad because you felt that I guess that he bowed down to me or whatever, and you felt that he should have went off on me, did this, did that, da 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 da. So now all of a sudden you think that I'm a police snitch and a this and that. Just like I said, just stupid stuff. Y'all so ignorant. You so the mindset just gone. So anyway, um, she had it out for me from that point on, right? So I'm like, okay. So what this heifer did, okay, mind you, you don't know nothing about me other than my nickname, because y'all didn't even know my real name. All you knew was Pam. You ain't know nothing else about me. You ain't know if I got kids, don't have kids, baby. You don't know nothing. You don't know where I work. Baby. You don't know nothing about me. You don't know nothing about my past, my history. Okay, so you call yourself trying to come up against me and the neighbor, the nice lady that was taking me to the beach with her, because she did it 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, each time we went to the beach, just like y'all got even more jealous, whatever. So you call yourself trying to come up against me and her, baby. You sit here and call DHR, and you done lied and told the folks at DHR, honey, that the neighbor, the lady, the nice lady, the nice beach lady, you done saying it's all that she be hurting and beating and abusing her child, and she sell her food stamps, and she have a drug dealers coming in and out the house, and her boyfriend live with her, and her boyfriend be beating on the boy, and really, then you had to tell them folks the same thing about me. I'm selling food stamps, and that I be abandoning my baby, and I be leaving going to work, and my baby be at home by himself, and da 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 da. Really? Like I said, baby, y'all don't know nothing about me. And the baby you referring to is my nephew that actually looked just like me. But you talk about my nephew that came down for the summertime, and everywhere I went, he went. Um, FYI, for those that don't know, I ain't got no crumb snatchers. Now I got a goddaughter that has a baby, so now I'm a grandmama, but my thing is biologically no, but I'm a godmama and a grandmama now, god grandmama now. But so who you think you hurting trying to tell? Because of course, DHR take all those cases serious and they gonna start investigating da 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 da. So one day me and the beach lady. I'm just gonna call her the beach lady. I ain't calling no names, but baby, we came home. We had notes on our door. We was like, okay, so what is this? So I go to where she was, and I was like, girl, you got on like what your notes say? And she was like, oh, it came from DHR. How my son abusive towards my baby and this and that and da da da. I was like, oh, okay. Come to find out, we found out who had actually quote unquote called himself was telling. So I was like, all right. So I talked to her baby daddy. And I told her baby daddy what was going on. And I said, tell her, I said to come and talk to me. If she woman enough and she want to sit here and pick up phones and tell, I said, tell her come talk to me. She never did do it. I was like, oh, okay. So by the time the lady came, I think it was like 3 days later, the lady from DHR ended up coming. And the lady was investigating. I told her that, I said, ma'am, I said, you can ask anybody over here. I said, you can ask the lady over there at the run office. I said, honey, I said, I ain't got no children. I said, and on top of that, I said, I don't get no food stamps. I said, so the assumption of just because I live in the projects that I'm supposed to have children and get food stamps, I said, is 100% all wrong. I said, ma'am, I said, baby, you better go ahead and drop this case. I said, nonetheless, I need to give you the number to my attorneys. I said, because I got a whole team of attorneys signing. I said that I've been with since 2008. Mind you, at this point, this was like 2013. like I said, don't let me stand in the projects fool you. Because the whole little, situation with me having to stay in the project, that's a whole other story too. I get to that in another little segment. But oh, baby, go and drop the case. I said, or you can take my attorney's number, and you can feel more than happy to call and talk to them after I get through telling them the foolishness that's going on right now. She was like, ma'am, I'm so sorry about that. Yes, I'm finna go ahead and drop the case. I'll be sending you a letter letting you know that I didn't drop the case, that it was falsified, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, okay. I said, but if you really want to know what's happening and going on, I said, I can tell you the person that, well, I can't tell you who told me. I said, ma'am, I said, word and I already got around in the project, honey. I said, I already know who told. I said, so let me go ahead and give you her full name. Let me go ahead and give you her full address and tell you what's going on with her baby daddy. I said, and her children. Okay, so now here it is. You can get investigated. Cause like I said, it says you. I mean, I'm not. This ain't the pot calling the kettle black, and this ain't me running around here trying, monkey see, monkey do, and I'm trying to see in eye for eye. My thing is, somebody should have been told on this little girl about what was happening, what was going on in her apartment. And when baby, you open the door, honey, roaches was falling out like doggone waterfalls. I'm talking about splatter, splatter, splitter, splitter. But I'm talking about baby coming from the ceiling all the way, baby. I'm talking about you had at least 1,000 of them every time the girl opened her door. They were scattering all over porches and all after that. Honey, we stayed having a spray because of this little nasty girl. But you want to see, and then you got the baby sleeping downstairs in all these roaches. The roaches getting all in the baby ear, all in the baby nose, all in the baby mouth. Cause honey, one time it was reports. It was two of the neighbors that went down there. We heard them screaming and hollering. That's because y'all was sitting here trying to get roaches out of the baby nose and the baby ear and crawling all in the baby mouth. But you want to sit and try to call dead y'all? No, let me call now. You know what? I tell you what, dead y'all, why are you here? Let me just go in and tell you what's going on. That's who you need to be investigating. How about that? So that's what ended up happening as far as like me, letting because I'm like, ain't nobody got no business going through this situation. Because number one, your mom and your daddy got custody of your first child. And it looked like somebody else needs custody of this one because baby, you ain't doing what you need to do. And then she used to get up and leave all the time, leaving that baby in the house by itself, full of roaches. I guess letting the roaches babysit the baby. Come on now. Anyway, the lady went next door and talked to the other lady, the beach lady. And she told the beach lady, she said, baby, your apartment clean. She said, other than the lady I just came from, she said, I done been over here several times. She said, y'all got the two cleanest apartments she said I have ever seen. She said, I don't see no bugs. She said, she said, your walls clean, your floors clean. She said, I don't see no insects, no bugs. She said, y'all got fully stocked refrigerators, y'all got fully stocked pantries, everything nice and neat. So she dropped her case too. And then the killing part about it, that lady wasn't getting food stamps either. That lady was working a full-time job and she was paying for her food with the money. So, really? Oh, okay. Let's just skip. So you end up getting investigated. Long story medium. Baby, your baby ended up getting taken away. You end up losing your apartment. You end up getting your butt whooped. This I'm say butt whooped. Well, we being nice. This is, rated G. But your baby daddy whooped your behind. And I'm talking about whooped your behind, baby. I mean left and right. Left and right. Up and down. Side to side. He was beating that good like a drum. Why? Because what you call yourself starting with us, because you jealous and you mad A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, you made him lose his 3 hots in a car. Now, because you made him lose his 3 hots in a car, he got to go stay around the corner because he had two sisters that stayed in the projects, baby, right around the corner. So now you got to go and stay, rotate between both of your sisters. And then your sister ended up having to get custody, literally paperwork and all, take custody of your child because DHR took your baby away from you. So, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. Baby, you don't know who me and Beach Lady is. Baby, we pray. We Christians. We tithe. We go to church. We do all of the above. We community service. We help people. We do for folks. We ain't mean. We nice. We try to live, the way that we need to live. We try to live godly. We try to do those things that are pleasing to God. And no, ain't nobody perfect because we definitely ain't nobody near perfect. But the thing about it is, you coming up against two children of God that has done nothing to you. So what you think was going to happen to you? And then you had the nerve to get pregnant 2 more times. So you had 4 kids All your kids got taken away from you. Now you done got kicked off the list where you can't go and stay in nobody else's project section. That you can't do none of that, baby, at all. Then on top of that, like I said, you was getting abused and hit and beat left and right because you didn't stay here and it came up against the wrong people. And now, like I said, his 3 house and the cotton got taken from him because you wanted to open your mouth because you jealous of somebody that you didn't even know. He got the opportunity to know me, not you. So he knew what type of person that I was. This man was coming to me asking me to pray for him. And when I go to church, pray for him, this, and that. He was one of the 2 guys that actually was giving me money on Sundays for me to take and put in the in church. These drug dealers were tithing off the drugs they were selling. Come on. The killer part about it, now I'm not even saying that that's right, but it's just the fact that you knew who I was, and you knew every time they did stuff for me, helped me, or gave me money to put in the church for them, because I filled out the envelope and I did all that or whatever, gave it back to them, when I came back from church and all that receipt and everything that this went in the church. I ain't keeping your money. I don't steal. I don't keep money. You tell me to do something like that, I'm gonna do it. But like I said, it got to the point, baby, y'all was tithing off of drugs that y'all was selling. But the thing about it is, it's not the fact that y'all was, getting blessed off your business as far as like because you was tithing. The fact of the matter with that was, there were other positive things that was happening for them, and they were coming, getting closer to God and all of those stuff, whatever. And like I said, they eventually actually stopped selling drugs. Right? That's just what the you getting closer to God, you tithing, and you doing the person of God right. Ended up opening both of them. Ended up opening their own business. They ain't have to sell drugs no more. Guess what? Yeah. See, my thing, like I say, ain't nobody perfect. You keep selling until just don't get caught in the sin that you in. You get what I'm saying? As long as you still alive and breathing, you get caught in the sin that you in. You can go ahead and change all that. But when I tell you, they eventually stopped. They opened up their own business and doing well. Got married. Well, the other, he got married to somebody else. But the other guy I'm talking about, like I said, I'll explain him later. But you got married, you got your family, you got your business, and the other one, like I said, he ended up, of course, dumping the baby mama because she was just too immature. And you ended up getting with somebody else, and you happy. But because you treated me right, you chose to treat me right and chose to do right by me. Guess what? You came about the situation that you was in because they both end up moving out of the projects and doing, like I said, very well. But where she at? This girl is still homeless. You ain't got custody of none of your children. You still couch surfing. You homeless. You ain't doing good at all. Still ain't got no car, no job. Good. See, people gonna learn how to start treating folks. Like I said, you can act a fool with me. You can call yourself trying to be petty and stuff like that. I'm just gonna pray for you, Lord. Handle my enemies. Simple prayer. Lord, just handle my enemies, cause I ain't got time. I ain't got time for the foolishness. I ain't got time for my blood pressure be getting raised up because you want to sit here and act crazy. Oh, okay. Lord, handle my enemies, because God gonna do far worse to you than what I can ever imagine. Just off of that little simple prayer. Cause guess what he gonna do? He gonna move you out my way, so I can have peace. He gonna move you out my way, so I can continue to go on about my business and go on about God's business too. He gonna move you right on about the way. So you can try to be dirty, you can try to be petty, but touch not my anointing and do my prophet no harm. So like I said, you gonna have to learn how to start, not prejudging people because you jealous of who they are, or what they got, or where they go, or them being able to do things that you can't do. Because guess what? This right here could have been a community thing. And that was something that we was talking about. Everybody that want to go to the beach, we'll rent a van, and everybody can go and we'll no, but because of your poverty mindset and because you have an immature mindset, can't nobody get together to do anything. Ain't no unity. Of course we want it, but ain't none because of your mindset. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, the whole entire food stamp thing. Like I said, you can get in trouble. People can turn you in. People can, call CPS, DHR, or whatever, and they can lie on you and say ABCDFG. The people will have to come out and investigate, and you can end up losing your stamps. You can lose your benefits, especially if they saying that you getting $800 a month. Because I've seen several people over there where, like I was talking about in the other videos about the girl borrowing the meat packs and all that other stuff, whatever. Y'all was going back and forth calling DHR on each other. Really? Y'all was going back and forth calling DHR on each other. And both of them ended up losing their benefits. Both of them ended up losing their stamps. And then y'all ended up having to pay the people back. Cause yeah, I mean, if they catch you, you got to pay them food stamps back, and it's cash, cash in the form of an EBT card. And back in the day, it was we had them books back in the day. They had ones, five, tens, 20s, 50s, and hundreds, but it's still considered as cash. So if they catch you being fraudulent towards them food stamps, you got to pay that back cash. So yeah, you can lose your benefits. I done seen, like I said, several of them girls over there lose their benefits because they telling on each other because they mad at each other, or you didn't get them their meat pack back. Okay. So yeah, you still have to be careful even when it comes to that. Cause like I said, I know plenty of them even now. There's y'all selling. I'll meet you at the store. Yeah, give me 300 for the 500. Now, I ain't gonna lie, that's a good. Give you 300 for the 500. Now that's a good deal. I ain't gonna lie now. No, I gotta pray about that because baby, if I know, I know I'm trying to buy some expensive stuff, some seafood and all that, but I might go slide to the 300 baby for the 500 now. Don't tell on me, y'all, because like I said, that is a good deal. I ain't gonna lie. Meet me at the store, baby. Put your pin code in, because me getting 500 versus 300, and then when you pay your little $30, it's 10% tax. Pay a little $30, that's 330. So basically, if you tax free, I'm getting a whole nother $200 extra for me to be able to buy whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? So I can see why people get trapped up in selling it. You know what I'm saying? As far as like you getting a deal when you buying the groceries, and people getting trapped in selling it as far as like you getting the money that you need or quote unquote want in order for you to do whatever you need to do or do whatever you want to do, or spending it however you spending it on your weave and your hair and your nails and all this other stuff, whatever. Okay, whatever. But my thing is, like I said, you get caught selling it and you get kicked off, you just gonna get kicked off and you run around here looking crazy for a stupid mistake that you just hand made. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and throw that part in. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you. Come back for the next episode, and peace.